Hello, and welcome to the tutorial overview of the Board Plus product. Board Plus offers additional functionality and features that enhances the visibility of board members while also increasing communications with management. This product includes architectural change requests, board task management, and rule violations. Today I will be guiding you through how each of these features works. Let's go ahead and get started. The first feature we will cover is architectural change requests. There are two ways to open an ACR. The first is by finding the unit from the occupant page and then selecting the three dots and then Quick Add Ticket. You can then select Architecture Change Request from the Ticket Type menu. This option will pre-fill the owner's contact details into the ticket for you. The other option is by selecting Architectural Change Request from the Tickets drop-down menu and then selecting Add Architecture Change Request from there. However, before we open a ticket, let's take a look at your management dashboard. Here you can see all requests that are in your database, and you can also sort to see requests by status, state, date range, last modified date, or by the ticket subject or ticket ID number. You can also filter to see requests from just one community or by many. Just select all your communities if you'd like to see requests across your portfolio. Additionally, you can filter by who the request is assigned to, whether it be yourself, another manager, or the board. Once you've filtered your list, you can then pull reports based on the results. Reports range from basic Excel style to more advanced reports like the analytics report. Let's go ahead and create an architectural change request. Click on Add Architecture Change Request here. From here, you'll be asked to add a subject, description, and a due date if applicable. Since we are not adding this from the Quick Add feature that I mentioned before, we are asked to fill in the unit owner's information. To make this easier, we have installed the Occupant Search feature into the ticket itself. This lets you search for the unit the same way you would normally do from the occupant page. Once you've selected the owner, you will see their contact details populate into the appropriate fields within the ticket. This next area lets you choose to notify the board and/or owner that you are opening the ticket. And lastly, you can choose to assign the ticket to either yourself, another manager, or a board member, and you can also add attachments with photos. Now let's submit the request and open up the ticket. You can find it from the dashboard and open it by selecting the eye symbol here. This will bring you into the ACR details screen, where you will see the subject, description, and any photos that were attached. Down here, you will see any comments that have been left. You can expand this area by selecting all events to show the entire ticket history from the time it was opened till now. On the right, you will see the ticket details and some options for your ticket. Please note that, as a manager, you have the ability to go back and edit the details of the ticket at any time from the edit link here. You can also delete, print, or get a shareable link from here. Keep in mind that this link still requires the intended audience to log in before showing them any of the ticket details. Next, we'll go over how to work the ticket and move it through its progressions. You'll want to select the Add Comment Change Status Assign button located below the ticket details. From here, you can update the ticket status, reassign to another manager, or send it back to the board for approval. The board can approve or reject the request and then assign it back to management so they may work with the occupant. As the ticket is being worked, you can choose to notify the occupant, the board, other managers, or the assignee of the ticket whenever a comment is left. This will send them an email notification that looks like this. They can then log into the portal themselves and open the ticket to view its details. You can also select who should be able to see a comment that is left. If the comment is set to managers or board members only, the occupant will not see these comments when they log in and look at the ticket from their portal. This ensures that the board can communicate effectively with management throughout the approval process without interference. Apart from architectural requests, the other big piece of the Board Plus product is the Board Task Management module. This module is almost identical to ACRs except for its purpose of tracking action items after board meetings. Pilera has created a specific role called Task Admin. The manager or managers that have been assigned this designation will receive notifications if the board has specifically assigned it to the task manager in the ticket. These tasks also have no connection to individual units. Therefore, they are not visible to anyone other than managers and the board. Comments can also be made visible to just managers or include the board if needed. In addition, managers have the ability to create relevant categories and subcategories based on the task being worked on. You can check out our other video entitled Custom Categories on the Pilera training site for more information. Also included in Board Plus is our Rule Violations module. This module operates similarly to ACRs, but with some significant differences. Mainly, this is not something that an occupant or board member can open or leave comments on. This is a violations tracking module that allows managers to open violations and attach them to a unit while also notifying the occupant. You would start by selecting Rule Violations from your Tickets dropdown, and then Add Rule Violation. Just like with the ACRs, you can also open a rule violation from the Quick Add Ticket feature in the occupant page to save time filling in their contact details. You'll notice that this looks almost identical to the ACR that we set up earlier. Here at the bottom is where you'll see the differences, mainly with regard to the assignment capabilities and the notifications. Violations cannot be assigned to the board, nor can it be seen by board members, unless the board member in question also happens to be a designated community manager. You also cannot notify the board that you are opening the ticket. You can only notify the occupant. And finally, with regard to comment visibility, you can leave comments that are only visible to other managers, or you can also open it up for occupant view. This concludes the tutorial overview of the Board Plus product. I appreciate your time and hope you have a great rest of your day.